Hey guys, so man, today God God is so amazing. He keeps blowing my mind. And I'm like, God, you just don't stop. His goodness is never ending. His love just keeps going on and on and on and on. So today, I got a testimony that this woman who had a lump that I prayed for, I don't know, sometime last month, at Revival Culture, like it literally, boom, that sucker left her. And I was like, what? It's so fun that God is moving and God is healing and God is restoring. And so I was like, hey, it's like, what happened? And so, and oftentimes I just say, okay, God, you get all the glory. Thank you, Jesus, for showing up. And in this case, I was like, man, let me just ask and see, like, how did that happen, right? Intellectually help me understand. And there's no way you can intellectually understand God healing someone. Like, I have tried to piece that together and it doesn't work. So it's Jesus who's doing it, and that's why I love that it's him, right? It's him who's doing the healing. Because if I could piece him moving and him showing up on earth like together in this like formula, I'm sure I would probably try to glorify myself. Oh, I've got this formula. And it's like, no, it's Jesus who's doing it. Like, he's doing the healing, and I'm just releasing the kingdom, which is what you're called to do too, to release the kingdom and watch God manifest and show up. So she tells me, she was like, no, that day that you prayed, I felt like it got smaller. And then it was, I think she said a week later, one of my friends had prayed for her, and she said either that day or the next day, that thing, it was gone. And I'm like, shut up. Oh, I love Jesus. He can do anything, right? And so that was earlier today, getting that testimony. And, oh, man. Then we got to pray for this lady's leg in the middle of just eating burgers, right? They're in a group of people, and I'm like, whatever. And so it's so fun. And next thing I know, they're like, some of them are from a Presbyterian church, some of them are from a Lutheran church. And what's happening? We're releasing the kingdom. Now, if that woman's foot, she had a broken, or I think she had surgery. That's what she said. This one had just had surgery, and she had pain on and off with that one, and she was in a cast and all this stuff. Now, if she gets healed, right? All of them are going to remember that. All of them are going to know that Jesus did it, and Jesus is the healer. And what's happening? Revival's breaking out through prayer, through us releasing the kingdom. And oh my gosh, and it's fun. It's fun to practice in the prophetic too. I'm always trying to learn okay, God, what are you saying? How are you saying it? When you're speaking to me in impressions, what does that sound like? And so today I was like, okay, God, what are you saying? What's this kid's favorite color? And next thing I know, I'm like, oh, sweet, it was right. Your favorite color is green? No way. And then I'm like, okay, it's giving me faith. And I'm like, okay, let me just try a couple more. And then next thing I know, I'm like, yes. He's like, yes. And I'm like, cool. And then I got one wrong. It was a music type. And I was like, I think it's heavy. And he's like, no, like I like harmonies. And I'm like, okay, so I got it wrong. But Jesus is still releasing his love, and he's encouraged, right? Super fun. And then we got to evangelize to this group of kids that, they've had a rough past. You can see that. You can see the darkness trying to just overtake them. And it's like, hey, I just believe God's going to encounter you, and he's going to really show up. He's going to reveal himself to you. And I'm just releasing what I believe God is saying. And it's not like to all of them. And if God wanted to speak to all of them at once, he could. But it was just to this one. And when God does it, his friends are going to know about it. God is so fun. So if you're bored with God, get to a place of intimacy. Go to God, release the kingdom out in the open, develop relationship. I love how Christine Kane says, develop relationship in the dark place, in the dark room. That's what she said, dark room, because that's where pictures get developed. That was the analogy, which makes perfect sense. And then let God release the kingdom through you. Okay, last update. Oh, in May, we're going to hit the streets with evangelism, and we're just going to release revival and release the kingdom. So stay tuned for dates in May. It'll be at Revival Culture Church. All right, hey, take care, guys. Be blessed. Bye.